Yo, 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 what it do? It's your boy, Yellow the Poet.
Blood, what's up everybody? It's your girl, Princess Jasmine.
And I'm me for you. Thank you for joining us on this laid back Sunday.
Yes.
I hope everyone's day is going well. As we said, we will continue our conversation from yesterday. Distance, what was it?
Distance, not distance.
Yeah, meaning basically,
And the main thing that we were going to touch
the
clinginess.
Yes, the clinginess.
So I've been doing some reading, and there have been an abundance of people that were asking questions like, is clinginess ruining my relationship? What is clinginess? And they also ask, they also state that my partner is too clingy. So those were the three things that were brought up.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing for me. Like,
yeah.
I don't mind clingy, but like, there is a such thing as too clingy. So when people say they don't like clingy, I'm like, okay, like, to what extent of it do you not like?
Right.
Because like that plays a part in it too. Because if you just got that partner who's
I don't
just
like it in any extent, but
well, yeah, because like to some people look at an affectionate partner as too clingy. Yeah.
well, no,
So,
because there is a difference.
Exactly.
A big difference. How can anybody not know the difference?
Exactly.
I mean, an affectionate partner is one who will come up to you, give you a hug, give you a kiss, and keep it moving. Whereas a clingy partner. What you doing?
Why you doing that?
How are you?
You have to show me no attention today.
Okay. What you doing? You gotta do all that. Like, but why? If you live in the same household, why is that necessary? I don't understand that. But okay. But I guess some people
let me say
have
this.
different levels of clingy.
Yeah.
Let me
Me,
say
this
this.
is just one giant, one level.
Let me say
No.
this to answer your question. One of the things that when I was reading, when they asked why are people too clingy, one of the things that happens is that some people feel insecure. They also state that some people lack the self-esteem. And being that these things are happening to them, is a lot of stuff that happened in their home when they were brought up. So a lot of people, like some people, didn't actually get any attention from their parents or
So basically they want compensation?
It pretty much is. It pretty much is. But think about this too. Like you gave me the advice yesterday to look up the battered women syndrome.
Exactly.
Okay, so when you gave me that advice, these two things are kind of similar. Like whatever they didn't get at home, they're looking for it outside the home. It's kind of similar in that way. But the bigger problem with the battered women is that they develop a sense of PTSD. And true indeed, I feel some empathy for the battered women having to go through these different emotions, different phases and stages in the relationship that they're being abused in. And I do understand more about it thanks to you suggesting that I look that
And
up.
also our producer pointed that out, that, how it came across yesterday could have came across as victim blaming. And never is that our intent.
Yes.
The victim is never to blame. I don't care what she or he was doing at the time or wearing at the time or whatever, and the victim is never to blame, ever. It is never the victim's fault.
And my public apology if I did offend anyone, because that again is never the intent to blame someone or to pass judgment upon other people, especially on things that they actually go through. What's up, Zay? How you doing, man? We appreciate you joining, man.
Hello.
advice. I greatly appreciate that. So it's a very, very touching situation to be in a relationship where you're being abused, and it's not just the women that are being abused. There are also men that are being abused in relationships too.
Yes, yes. Definitely.
And that's a very touchy situation. And my thing is this: I totally wish the best for the person that is being victimized in this relationship, and hope that you can find a sense of resolution and have a better way of life.
Just the courage alone to just get the hell up out of there, and for the betterment of yourself as well as your psyche, your mental stability, all of that.
And so you can see how, like, when it says something about the low self-esteem and the need for that attention, that was another thing. They talked about the need for attention.
Well, I understand all of that, but I'm just saying, I just think, because my upbringing, my mother wasn't the huggy, kissy, I love you type with us growing up. Believe. No, she was not. Every once in a blue moon you got it, but it wasn't like no everyday type thing, so. And I grew up, and me and my sisters, we don't look for extra, and we don't want it. Yeah. I think everybody is different in that regard. If you grew up in that way, such as myself, I didn't do my children like that, of course, but me, as far as myself, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You walk up, give me a hug, kiss, I love you, okay, that's good. If not, okay, I'm good on that too.
See, I didn't do that, and I wasn't raised that way either. But with my children, my goal was to express that I love you by making sure that you know that I'm there for you, and by providing for you like a father should. Because it's sad to say, but in my neighborhood, there were a lot of us, like probably 90% of us, and that may be underrating it. There was probably about 90% of us who did not grow up with our fathers at home, and then there was some of us who didn't grow up with the fathers nor the mothers, and I'm one of those. I didn't grow up in a household with neither one of my parents, my mother or my father, but it wasn't to say that some of the people didn't receive the type of attention that like clingy people are actually looking for, but I didn't receive that, and I didn't see it as a bad thing. I just I noticed that by their actions, my grandparents, my aunties and uncles, I know that they love me by their actions, and they showed by their actions. But it wasn't the old kissy huggy, and it wasn't all of that. To this day, I don't feel like it's.
I don't feel like I missed out on anything from that.
I also look at this, that there are preferences in life, and if some people prefer to have that clingy relationship, then that's fine, because that's your preference.
Exactly.
If you have people that prefer not to have that, then that's fine, because that's your preference. So at the end of the day, it's all about
misunderstand. I'm not knocking anyone who is into the clingy.
Right.
What I'm talking about are partners who do have a clingy partner, and they just don't know how to let them know that's getting on their nerve, or that's bothering them in some way, shape, or form, without hurting their feelings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
what you do is, this is how you deal with that. Okay, you take said clingy person. Okay, you put them on the bed, right? Nicely on the bed, and you take the cover and you sushi roll said clingy person, okay? And then you put clingy sushi roll on the couch. Turn on some television television, their favorite show or whatever, and they leave them there.
And they go into themselves all day long.
They're sushi girls.
Or what you can do is when they being too clingy, keep you a couple of dryer sheets in your pocket. When they get too clingy, rub with that dryer sheet. And if they're like, what you be clinging. You be clinging to me a little bit too much. You clinging a little bit too much.
Tell them I'm static clean.
Right.
Static
Or
clean.
make sure it's balanced so you can let them know. Balance. You're clinging to it. Yeah. Balance. Yeah. Just talking with the balance. With the balance.
Hey.
Let them know.
Appreciate you saying. He say big facts, no lies.
Because, you know, as I said, they keep a couple of dryer sheets, balance in your pocket. When you start to feel that overwhelm of cleanliness and you don't want to hurt the feeling, you pull it out, rub them down. They be like, what you doing? Time to be balanced.
Hey, I got one for you right here. Get you one of those body pillows, you know, those real long pillows.
Oh yeah,
Get you one of those body pillows, and when you sit down on the couch, make sure you sit at the end of the couch, and then you put your body pillow right there on the other side of you. And when they get ready to sit down, like, hey, don't mess with my pillow. You can sit on the side of it, but don't sit on my pillow. And you're going to have that little space right there, at least that little 2 or 3 feet.
Nah, bro, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Because that was me, I would eat that pillow.
Right. See, that's why you have to go. You have to go with the subtle approach and have the dryer sheets.
Okay, you
And they will not only leave smelling good, but it will also make them wonder, like, wow, really dryer sheets. But I mean, that's inventive, okay, you know. So and it's not hurting the feelings. In fact, they might get a little chuckle about it. So
They might.
you know,
You never know.
be subtle about it. You know, you don't have to hurt the feelings, but you know the dryer sheet thing. I'm telling you, that's what you do. That's what you do.
Hey, or this what you do. This what you do. Get you a list of errands.
Oh my goodness.
All day long.
And every time they feel like they want to be clingy and you're not ready for it, be like, hey, can you do this for me right here? I need you to run and do this for me right here. And
you know what? I just forgot. I gotta go pay a bill.
Yeah.
Like how you did me when I was little.
get you a list of errands. I'm telling you, it works. It works every time. And there's no way that they can feel like their feelings being hurt because guess what?
It's legit.
It's legit. You
I
definitely
really
get
thought I was
what you
doing
need.
I'm being nice and treating
Exactly.
you.
That's and again, feelings are not.
No, that's not what I'm doing to you.
And
No.
and the
No, I was
relationship
actually
still
keeping you
is in good standing.
So
Yeah, it's all kind of little
Yeah,
ways you
it
can work
is.
with the clingy and get you some relief at the same time. You know, you just gotta be subtle about it.
Hey, I'm
That's all.
telling you, you would get it. You would get it. I'm telling you.
That's it. That is it.
You get that type of relief that you're looking for. There's no way of being offensive, and you can actually sit back and laugh about it because think, you sent them on errands or you sent yourself on the errand and be like, nah, I don't need you to go with me. I need to do this by myself. Bam. Guess what? Free space. Self.
Or I got even a better suggestion. I got even a better suggestion. You just look at him and you say, can you back the hell up? It's hot.
No, then we trying not to hurt the feelings.
We trying not to hurt the
We trying
feelings,
subtle approaches.
At this point,
That's just it.
no.
And that's even the subtle not working. Then
Hey, I got another good one too.
You may just
Let's
have to
say
do
that you're the type of person that's into meditation. Here's another good one. You can be like, hey, I need you to light the candles so we can do this meditation right quick. And you sit on this side, I'm gonna sit on this side.
Petty.
And
Right
we're
there.
gonna
No, I'm sorry. Because one cannot find their zen. Because that's not enough personal space. This is how that goes. I'm going in this room, you're going to be in this room. We're going to light our candles and we're going to start our meditations together and see if we can link up.
Hey, sis, Patty. She said,
See if we
room.
Yes. See if we
And
can
playing
link
mind
up.
games.
And
You know.
if you heard my communication, by the time we done, then we should be able to come to each other
Exactly.
and say what each other say.
That's right. That's right. It's a test of wills and a test of faith and all
Test
that
of
good stuff.
intellect.
Finding the zen.
Oh, you know
Tapping
what?
into that chi.
You want to know something real petty that I honestly did to somebody who was actually cleaning?
What?
Like, I know it sounds bad. But this is honestly what I did to somebody who was too clingy. Like, every little second I'll be walking and he feels like he absolutely has to be touching me every second. Every time he touches me, ah, dang, why did you just do that? That hurt. So what did I do? I don't know, just do something. I think you shocked me. Don't touch me. You shocked me. Every time he'll touch me, I'll be like, oh my goodness, that hurt. What did you do? But Jesus, I can't touch you at all. Like, exactly. Just don't.
And it really is a problem. People think that this is like a minor thing, but this is a problem in a lot of relationships where the partner or the significant other, husband, wife, whatever you want to call them, one can be rather, intrusive in personal space a bit. And
Yeah.
that's not good because everyone likes their personal space.
Especially in the
every now and
summertime.
then.
That ain't
Right.
that is not
I mean,
fun.
it's different if it's winter and you're trying to cuddle to get warm, but
It's
in
summertime.
the summertime, there's no need.
And,
No.
and another way that like experts is actually talking about how when we first meet people before we get to know them, that's another thing that the experts talking about as far as the clinginess is concerned. When you first meet somebody and you feel like, man, like I gotta shake this person's hand, or that the sales thing where they like to do the buddy thing where you gotta like this and
Great. That's like,
that type of thing. You don't
and you get
you
that
don't
facial expression like I
understand.
just made.
But a lot of times, like the experts say, you don't really understand the type of person that you're doing this to. They may have been looking for that personal contact, that opportunity in order to show you just how clingy they are or clingy they can be.
Oh my God, yes.
You may have opened the door for that. And they said that the best way to do that, the best thing to do is to, again, same thing we stated yesterday, same thing we stated before in previous segments, is to find out about the person before you show that personal contact. Find out some information about them, because you may be
find out how much
opening a door that you
their
don't
personal
need to
space
open.
is valued to them.
Yes.
Because, like I said, not everybody wants you this close to them talking.
Mm-hmm.
Some people prefer you
Yep.
like this,
Yes,
and you're
yes,
talking. Yes,
space.
I mean, some people was doing social distancing before it was even,
Yeah, before
a thing. So yeah, heed those words because some people don't play about their personal
Oh,
space.
in
Yes.
school, somebody
Yes.
be trying to sit in the seat next to me.
Yeah, right. Some people
I
don't
mean,
play. People,
cross
not everybody. Some people take that seriously. Definitely.
And if you all are wondering, like some of you probably wonder, like about the whole clinginess and things of that nature, it's the way it says my partner is too clingy. They have this website and it's called relate.org. It's you okay?
Yes.
It's a website that's actually from the United Kingdoms,
My drink.
and the UK has taken the time out to actually do surveys and find out a lot about people who are serious about this whole clinginess thing. Like it can be a benefit to those who are into it, but it can be non-beneficial to those who are not into it. And just like anything else, there's good and bad in everything.
And that's inevitable because that's all part of the cosmic balance that positive and negative must dance off each other, dance with each other.
And so here are 5 clingy relationship behaviors, and it's not just about couples. So it says you're neglecting your friends, they're monitoring their social media activity, they're irrationally jealous, they message you excessively, they're speeding the relationship up too quickly. Those are 5 clingy relationship behaviors, and it's not just about couples.
Yeah.
It's about
The
friends,
individual.
family, whoever you can cling to. These
Like,
type of behavior
we had
patterns
that
that
one
they follow.
female who she dated a guy for about a few weeks, maybe 3 weeks, going on the 4th week, almost a month. Oh, this my baby, this my future baby daddy right here. You know, when you hear somebody say that, you already know what road is coming next. Yeah. Because I'm sorry, that time frame isn't even enough to be calling nobody daddy, nothing daddy.
Yeah.
So whatever.
I mean, unless you're using pet names for other reasons, that's different.
First of all, baby daddy, baby mama, pet names, keep that out of here. I don't know what you got.
No. She said daddy. She said daddy.
I know what she said.
Right. Not baby daddy. We didn't talk about baby daddy.
I'm not about to play with you.
But yeah, clinginess can be a serious issue if it is not nipped in the bud nor taken seriously.
Yeah, and you have to let a person know if certain things put you under pressure. Like, for example, just like you just talked about, like, this is my future baby daddy, this is my future baby mama. If you feel like this could lead to an excessive amount of pressure, then it needs to be nipped in the bud in the beginning.
Right.
And I
don't move forward without addressing
right.
that. Because
exactly.
if you don't say anything, you're letting that individual think it's okay
You're adding
to have those thoughts. And then it's going to escalate. And before you know it, it's going to escalate in a place that you didn't want it to go in the first place. Then it's going to be even harder to disengage. So, yeah.
And the other thing about the excessive messages, okay, there is a thing where messaging can be romantic, but then there's another thing where messaging gets a bit overbearing. And the reason why I say that these two, why I'm speaking upon these two, is because these are usually the main two things that people get messaged about, unless it's something important, something you maybe need to remind your significant other, your friend, or whoever about something that's different. But in these two particular cases is, if you're being romantic, you might send a picture of flowers, send a I love you if it's gotten to that point. Don't do it if it hasn't gotten to that point.
No,
please
no.
don't do it if it hasn't gotten to that
You're
point.
going to be in trouble.
Thanking your partner or future partner for things that they have done for you, those types of things, because when you're doing it that way, it's deemed romantic because that's not constantly every day, every few minutes, constantly throwing messages out there. But when you're doing something, throwing messages out there every few minutes, every day, you kind of start to look like that person. Well, not kind of. You actually start to look like that person that could be. You're excessive, but the other
Possessive?
Yeah, excessive, possessive. Right. I'm thinking of the movie.
Obsessed.
The lady who.
The white lady.
Fatal Attraction?
Fatal, that right there.
Oh my
Fatal Attraction.
gosh, okay.
You could be deemed to be a fatal attraction, and if you get into that part, and I'm gonna tell you from personal experience, if you get a person that deems to be that type of person where they become fatally attracted to you, I'm telling you right now, it's beyond time to go, because you've already gotten too close to them. It doesn't take nothing but a half a second to get too close to them. That person, you need to say something, not only to them, but to a family member or something. Somebody needs to help you get out of that, like ASAP. Seriously, because if you try and do it on your own, it could definitely lead to some detrimental things going on in that. And I'm speaking from experience.
So basically, try to avoid clinginess if at all possible. If you see that it is starting to happen in your own relationship, like I said, there's nothing wrong with having a sit-down discussion or giving us some subtle hints like the driving sheet thing.
Driving sheet.
Nothing wrong with that. But I want to move on to some random topics. One of which I came across on my Facebook page that someone put up on a post. Some white supremacist dude who claims if Biden wins, they're gonna start a war. That crap, Same old, different day. Really? I'm trying to figure out what exactly did he think he was intimidating
himself.
I'm trying to figure out how in the hell is one person going to start a war?
Well, no, it's him and his other like-minded friends.
Okay.
They're all together. But I'm just gobsmacked at how they think this is the era of the 50s.
Let them think that.
So I take it this was an older person.
No. But apparently he's not abreast of what's been evolving all these years.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to. The only ones who he could possibly intimidate, not probably even them, would be the elderly people, and some of them will get down with you.
Yeah,
right?
It was not shoot you. So I mean, again, who exactly? Why did he feel that that was so brave of him to put that out there? Put that up. Put the video up there and for all to see. I just found it humorous, honestly, because I'm thinking to myself. Well, I didn't think to myself. I just said it out loud. Like, who the hell do he think is afraid of his fat ass?
So
that was my
maybe he's
statement.
another one of those internet gangsters, one of those
like keyboard
warriors.
Because
Yeah.
okay, so perhaps that is what it is, but I'm just like you honestly think you can frighten somebody into putting that dimwit back in? Are you kidding me? Please keep your threats to yourself, and even if you do have the cojones to do that, you and your like-minded friends, y'all do have the cojones to do it. Just be prepared for what you will receive in return. That's
what
all
you
I can
receive
say.
is the message and understanding
That's
that we
all-
are not who our ancestors
all I
was.
can
That's the
say.
message you're gonna
And
get.
I'm so tired of these people, those people. Again, I clarify them as subhuman. Yes, I'm tired of the subhuman thinking that they want to reach for the violence. And that way, I thought that was our thing.
It's a temper
And
tantrum
black
when you really think about
And
it.
then black
I
people reach
thought
for
it
the
was,
violence.
right? Because we're always
Isn't that what we?
angry.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
that's what I've been told, but from personal experience,
Right.
I'm not familiar with that.
Me either, but according to, we ones that reach for violence, but in all reality, I don't take kindly to threats, and I don't know anybody that does. So, you and your like-minded friends.
I like
If
threats.
you want to start it, you best believe.
I like
There
threats.
will be a reckoning. It really will.
I like threats.
You like my friend.
I like threats.
That thing keep doing it, not this.
But
Threats tickle my funny bone.
I'm glad they tickle you because they piss me off. Because especially I don't even know you,
I
so
personally don't.
and you're not gonna tell me who I cannot
I personally don't find any form of
feel
threat
is equipped to
amusing.
run this country.
I don't feel threats are amusing, and for one, to me, this is my personal opinion. I feel like America threatened America when you all put Donald Trump in office, and I don't take threats to be amusing, and Donald Trump is nowhere near amusing to me.
Well, look, I never liked the man. even before he was president. I never liked him. But in all reality, I knew when he got in there, and so did the majority of Americans, knew when he got in there, he was going to
Destroy.
epic fail, which he has. And you know, he had his shot. He blew it bigly. So it's time for him to move on and let someone in there who knows what they're doing. Simple as that. To actually put up a post and want to threaten what's going to happen if he doesn't get in there again, you little whiners, that's too bad. Throw your damn tantrum all you want, because you know back when how we do it when the child goes tantrum, you get your ass whooped.
It's plain and simple.
Done. That's
Plain
it.
and simple. I put it like this though. I just feel like people are going to say a lot of things. People are going to make a lot of
Threats and try to
insinuations,
intimidate and all of
They're going
that.
to state a bunch of innuendos. But at the end of the day, you are not the dividing factor. You are not the settled factor that states this is going to be president, this is going to be president. You're not that deciding factor. So at the end of the day, just the only thing you can do is wait, just like everybody else can.
That's right. Sit down, shut up, and
Shut
you
the
don't
fuck
handle it.
up. Stop saying this stupid ass shit that you know you're not going to act on. And keep it
I wouldn't
cordial.
be surprised if they did now. Come on now. You have some that can act just that stupid. But
So you know,
like I said,
so the average person that puts something out there publicly, they act on it.
well, I didn't say the average person.
No, I'm not saying it's a
I'm
rhetorical.
basically
It's a
saying
rhetorical
if
question.
he had the balls to put that video out there and say this, I don't know if his like-minded friends feel the same way. I don't know.
Who knows?
Don't care if they do. But at the end of the day, like I said, I don't say kindly threats, and I don't know anyone who does.
Mhm.
So you make that threat. Just know, be prepared for the repercussions that follows. That's all I got to say.
Hey, it is what
That's
it
just
is.
Don't write no
This is
checks.
not the era of the 50s. No, Martin Luther King's theories, philosophy. No.
Yeah.
That's
This-
done. Bye-bye.
This is more like Malcolm X's philosophy.
That's not, this is more like Malcolm X times 100.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you want to do that, you go right on ahead. Do that. Yeah,
Just,
do that.
you just can't get mad when
No,
your buddy
can't.
getting folded
Mm-mm.
like TikTok
No,
trends.
sure can't. Sure
You can't
can't.
get mad at your buddy. You can't get mad at us for that.
Yeah, you can't get
You
mad.
started.
You can't get mad when your buddies.
And being from the
Everybody-
shop, I already know my people ain't having it. So, yeah, go ahead. Do that. By all means.
Because you notice,
Do
you
that.
notice in the debate, Donald Trump stated, "What are you going to do with places like Chicago?" You notice Joe Biden didn't make a comment about what he's going to do about places like Chicago. He's going to do something about the American people in general, especially those of us who have gone beyond the point where we can actually get help nowadays because Donald Trump decided to help the rich.
He know what's going to happen when he steps his
Well,
that ass down.
Well, that's his fault.
Too bad.
That's his fault.
Tell it to the judge.
He should have never sent the military out there. Two, sent ISIS, whatever they
No, ICE.
Yeah,
This
he
is
should have never sent them out
immigration
there.
folks. Like they was really finna get some help.
And then,
Are you serious? They don't snitch. Are you crazy?
Who in Chicago? I'm just saying to all my Chicagoans out here who paying attention to this, to paying attention to our prospective show. Who in Chicago is going to help
Yeah.
ICE, even if the government said not to? Who gonna do that?
First of all, that's not my shit. Our people don't like the government.
Exactly.
So, them cooperating with them is not gonna happen. The likelihood of that is like 0.0000. Yeah, good luck with that. Ain't nobody finna roll over on nobody for y'all. you kick rocks on that.
For real.
But at the end of the day, like I said, dude put up that post.
More power to you, partner.
You gonna get what you're looking for. Just keep it up.
More power to you. That's
And
all I
moving
can
on
say.
from subhuman, let's talk about the woman in what part of California was that? Black woman, mother, strong black mother.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Who stood
Yes.
around with
Yes,
cops in
LA.
Yes,
yeah.
in LA.
Okay, I was watching the
I don't know if you all saw that post
Yeah.
of her, but
I
she was
watching-
awesome.
It was on Facebook. I have to give 100% props to the mom
And the dad. Yes, both of them.
for standing up for their 19-year-old son who was an honor student in college.
Yes.
An honor student.
Never been in
college,
trouble,
has never
never been
had
arrested.
any interactions with the police
None of that.
whatsoever. So the young boy, it was shown on camera. The young boy had
He ran the
he
stop sign.
allegedly ran the stop sign. Allegedly, because nobody saw him run the stop sign, but this white police officer. So, female police officer, white police officer. So, she stated that he ran the stop sign, but she didn't turn on her sirens, do anything else until after the mother walked up to the car, opened the door for her son, got her son up out the car, then she pulls up with her lights and her
everything.
and
Well, no, she
speaking
was
over the loudspeaker.
speaking on loudspeaker. The mom
So-
heard it. They go outside because they don't know what's happening. So it turns out it's their son pulling up. At the same time, the cop is coming up, and the son is getting out his car. You know, like you don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
The cop tells him, "Oh, hey, you know, you ran that stop sign back there." So the mother is like, "Well, hold on." Tells the son, "Get on the property line." Tells the cop, "You can't come on my property."
No, she told the lady, you can go, but he's detained. The mother
No,
was
I'm
like,
talking about in the beginning.
yeah,
When-
this is in the beginning. She said you can go, but he's detained. So the police, so the mother was like, she stepped back on the property
Yeah.
line, and then she
Yeah.
had pushed her
But the
son
son told him to
back
get on the property
line. She's like, this is my property. I own this house. And she
Right.
was like, well, you can stand over there. She said the sidewalk is not your property. She said, well, this line right here. The mother was serious. She was like, well, this line right here, this is my property. I
And
can
she was
stand
like,
on
if
my
you were to
property.
fall on that sidewalk, you could sue
Yes,
us.
yes.
So this is my property.
Yes.
So, and she was like, we're not going anywhere. She was like, my son will not become a hashtag today.
Exactly.
I was like, thank you. Yes. And
Yeah.
so, of course, typical white woman, she feared for her life.
Yeah, she get on the
because
radio
the
and say she
dad
feared for her
came
life.
out to, stand with the mom. And now they're in their pajamas. The mother and father, they're in their PJs.
Yep.
The only one who was in civilian clothes was the son, who had, like I just said, just came from there. Okay, how are you fearing for your life?
Right.
You're a cop with a gun, can call for backup at any moment, but you fear for your life against people who are in
Yes.
PJs.
And showed no signs,
No
of,
signs
aggression.
of aggression.
None. The lady didn't even
Nothing.
come towards her. Didn't do anything. The
Nothing.
only thing that the mother, which I applaud her, which she had the right to be, only thing that she was aggressive about was kept saying to the police officer, after she received the young man's ID and the registration to the mother's car, she told her, she said, well, go give him the ticket
Yes.
and we'll deal with this
Yes.
in court. She kept saying that,
And
but
she
now
refused, now
her-
this so-called officer refused to go and write him a ticket. She refused to even go run his license to see
Right.
for herself
asking
whether or
him
not he
if
was
he's
on probation or parole.
probation.
She refused to do that. And telling the mother and father, you guys can go, but he has to stay. The mother was like, we're not going anywhere. As long as he's here, we're going to be here.
Exactly.
So she tells, finally she gets tired of it. She tells you, okay, you have a son out here. It's going on 10 minutes now.
Yeah.
You refuse to run his name to see whether or not he's on probation
Yeah.
or parole. You refuse to go write him the ticket.
Yeah.
Now we want your badge, your name, and we want you to call the supervisor.
And by this time, the mother had sent the father in the house to go get their cell phone. So she
So
got
they
her
can
cell
record.
phone, and the father got his cell
And
phone.
then the neighbors come out, and then they wanna know what's going
the
on.
father said that the father was like, get her badge and get her badge number. So she made her tell. She was like, "Yeah, what's your badge number and what's your name?" But she made her say her stuff publicly on Facebook,
Yes.
which is
Yes.
kudos.
So it was. I'm just so happy that that family, you know, they stood their ground.
Yes.
And they knew their rights.
Yeah.
And they also knew that the potential of what could have happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the cop did. She had her hand on her gun.
Yeah.
The entire time.
She kept her hand.
She had her hand on her gun.
And she called for backup.
Yes.
For nothing.
Well, yeah, she feared for her.
She called for backup for nothing. So after that, after she called for backup, one of the officers came. So before that officer can arrive, the mother suggested, because a family member was on the Facebook Live with her and said, ask for the sergeant, ask for her boss. So she asked for the boss. The mother asked for the boss. So she had to call for the boss to come out, for the sergeant to come out. The sergeant was no better. He didn't even pretty much help the lady out at all, even though the lady was within her rights. He didn't help. So it took the chief to come out there. Now, by this time, there's anywhere between 10 to 12 police officers out there.
All this for a ticket.
Just for all she had to do was give the boy a damn ticket and get the fuck on. But she couldn't do that.
That was it.
So the lady, the chief comes out there. When the chief finally gets out there, we talking about this is like 30 to 35 minutes, maybe 40 minutes in. When the chief gets out there, and the chief is like listening to the lady, and the chief was looking like he did like this, like
all of this for a traffic ticket. For people in their pajamas. You caused all for people in their pajamas. Telling you to go and write the ticket out. It's not like they were refusing the ticket, right? They wanted her to go and write the ticket.
Just give her the ticket and
Unreal.
They wouldn't even do that. She wouldn't do that. And then she wearing a Blue Lives Matter mask.
But you know,
She had tattoos on her arm, and then the lady pointed out, and she got tattoos on her arm, so she gonna try to hide the tattoos on her arm. I'm like, oh my goodness, this lady is too petty.
But you know, like I said, until
but the chief was like, y'all can go. After he seen what the lady had said, after he listened to her story, listened to her side of the story, he was like, y'all can go. And they all standing there looking stupid like, dude, come on, man. It is not that serious. And even the man in the media was like, this was totally uncalled for.
It was.
Unnecessary.
It was very unnecessary. That made absolutely no sense. All of that over a traffic ticket.
Right, just because the boy allegedly ran the stop sign.
It didn't matter if he did run it. That was way overblown
yes,
for a traffic
and the lady filed a formal complaint right there on Facebook Live to the chief of police. So I don't know if they complaint ever got taken care of, but the fact that this lady,
she made sure that got taken care of.
The fact that she
didn't seem like she was a back down type of person.
She didn't. And she did this while she was not feeling well.
Yes. Yeah.
She was not playing it. She was serious.
She's like, my son will not become one of your hashtags today.
Yes.
Not today. She's like, I'm not that one. I'm not that one. I'm like, thank you. Hello. Yes. Yes.
And it's crazy because this is his first ever police interaction. He had never had a police interaction before.
Never.
Nothing.
Never.
Not a traffic stop, not an arrest, not nothing. And then his first time ever, you got to go through this racial profile
like
for nothing.
And this is part of the problem with so-called police. Y'all overdo. You overdo. Something so simple. You all escalated. You make it seem like the people, the civilians escalate. You guys are the ones that escalate. Because of your demeanor, the way you speak to them, the mere fact the very first thing you do when you get out your car is have your hand on your gun, even when it's for something minor. It's different if you're chasing down a robber. or a known criminal who's known for violence, shooting, this, that, and the third. Of course, by all means, you should have your hand on your gun and to protect yourself. But when it's minor offenses, I'll do the most for no reason. And you wonder why somebody's going to get angry. Who wouldn't get angry when you're making the smallest thing into the biggest thing for no reason?
And this goes for...
That woman would have been well within her rights to cuss that cop out.
Yeah, she was.
But she did not. I give her the utmost respect for that, because that could not have been me. That could not have been me.
She deserves
After 10 minutes,
after
10 minutes, I'm sorry, but
that was doing way too much.
my mouth would have been worse than a drunken sailor on leave, honey. So
Oh my goodness.
that was just ridiculousness at its best, right there.
That was just way too much.
Way too much. And I hope that one who caused all that, I really hope she got in trouble.
Yeah.
I hope she did. You wasted hours of manpower.
Yeah.
Hours on bullshit. Because that's exactly what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Those officers could have been somewhere else, doing something else worthwhile.
Fighting an actual crime.
Exactly. But here they are, coming to your so-called rescue because you felt your life was in danger from people in pajamas.
Because you lied about your life being in danger.
From people in pajamas.
Right.
No one was armed or showing any form of...
Well, they knew that since when pajamas, what can you hold a gun when you got on pajamas?
Mm-hmm.
Well, no weapons of any kind, not even a stick.
Exactly.
But your life was in danger.
Right.
From people in pajamas.
And then no one was even coming at you.
No.
No
They
one
stayed on their property.
They didn't even come off the property line. But your life was in danger.
And the
from
boy's,
people in pajamas.
the boy's hands was by his side
The whole time. The whole time.
So again, how
your
is
life
your
was in
life
danger from people in pajamas.
So technically, when you look at the video, if you all get a chance to watch that video, if you look at the video, if her life was in danger, her life was in danger up here.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't physically in danger.
Apparently.
Well, if that's the case, then she don't need to be a police officer. If her life is in danger up here.
Well, after displaying the behavior that she did, she doesn't need to be a police officer.
See, a lot of police officers like that who believe up here that their life is in danger is because apparently this is a weapon.
Well, I'm not. Breathing while black.
Oh my God, you have melanin in your skin.
Is that what it is now?
Alive.
Breathing while black.
No, my goodness.
Please.
That's the new crime.
Y'all stop.
Yep.
That's the new crime, breathing while black.
Wow. Yeah, apparently, because like I said, these people doing the most. They do the most over the littlest stuff. That's the crazy part.
Yes, indeed.
But yes, so those are two definite things. And again, as I stated yesterday, raise your hand if you give a damn that Trump was tested positive for COVID-19.
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry, but
Hey, I'm
happy that karma gave him a swift kick.
I don't even think some of the
Really happy.
I don't even think some of the Republicans give a damn about him being sick from COVID. I really don't.
It's just crazy because he had just not too long ago mocked Joe Biden for wearing the mask. And look what happened. You idiot. What you gonna do? But this is one who should get a second term.
Right.
Sure. And let the tornado come and take us all to Oz.
Hey, here's another thing that's actually trending too, and a lot of people probably don't even pay attention to or know anything about the future of gender equality. You know, they're actually fighting for that overseas in other countries, talking about like men get more rights or get better jobs, better paying jobs and things like that.
Well, that's over there because over here we already had that.
I know, but I'm saying it's a good thing that now the awareness is being built up, where more people are finally understanding that
awareness should have been built up.
It should have been that, right? I agree.
They're late.
They understand that it should have been that way a long time ago.
They're
not
late.
just waiting till now.
They're way late.
Well, think about it. In life, everybody don't get things at the same time.
But
So
I'm sorry,
it's
they're
better late
late.
than never.
That happened a decade ago when we had that battle about men. No, decades.
I was just about to say it's a little longer than that.
That shit don't sell and came back and went back again several times.
Well,
So,
but this time
what is it?
they're actually fighting for the future of it. It's not about now. This is about fighting for
what
the
you
future of
mean?
it.
That
making
should, once
sure-
it started, it should continue. That should never stop. Who said it was gonna stop?
I agree that it should, but you gotta understand. Just like we got Donald Trump in office, who knows?
Oh, you trying to say the
who's
next?
gonna get it? Right. That's what they're trying. They trying to protect the future now. That's what they.
This is why I say the whole institution of government. I don't care if it's here, Europe, Asia, Africa. The whole institution of government needs to be dismantled and redone. Period.
Bump all that. I'm going to mascara.
I don't disagree with that because nowadays with that good old boy mentality of
it's so much,
everything is
so
consistently being
much.
repeated over and over again. We're not getting
And you have the
anything
same, nothing new. I mean, how in the hell can you move forward when you still have the dinosaurs sitting there? How? You can't. This is not possible.
It's not.
And then they sit there and collect the fat check until they just can't do it no more. And then turn around and get a fat retirement.
Yeah.
Here, civilians work their ass off years upon years upon years.
While you get paid off of our
While
tax
you
dollars
exactly
and
just to
reject
sit
us.
on your ass and
Reject us from
make
getting
up
it
shit.
in time when we need
And
it.
exactly, and get the health care for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And we have to fight for our health care.
Yeah,
We have to vote and do all this extra shit. Like seriously?
Astronomical
Oh, no. I'm
amounts of
sorry.
money for our health care.
I'm sorry.
While you get to sit on
It
your
is something
ass
wrong
and
with
sit at
the
home
whole
and get it for free.
institution of how this setup is, and it's just ridiculous. Damn systematic racism. The whole system is fucked up.
It is.
No, it's not even racist. It's just fucked up. Period. I'm sorry. It's not just about racist. The whole system is fucked up. Because you know what? If the system was correct and done in the right way, there wouldn't be any racism. You know why? Because then nobody would think the other is getting or taking more than what they're worth or entitled to. Because it would all be fair down the board. But seeing as though it is not, this is what escalates those feelings
But see,
of resentment.
no one has the interest of fairness. That's
well,
the problem.
that's why I
That's
said
the biggest
the
problem.
whole thing needs to be
There's no interest of
dismantled
fairness.
and redone because you want this type of chaos to stop, then you're going to have to redo a bunch of shit. That includes redoing policing, redoing the age limit of who can run for president, how old they run, and how old that ending period is. What did I say? 25 to 50.
Yeah, 50, 20.
That should be the age to run for president.
And hold on, we need to add one more thing to that presidency thing. People who do not have a definitive plan to run the country do not qualify to even be president. Don't even run for it.
That's right. Don't even waste the time. Don't do none of that. And I'm sorry, those who refuse to show their taxes, no. Then that automatically disqualifies you.
They need to show them before the
Well,
nominations.
that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So there is no option to that.
Yeah.
There is no waiting period for that.
Right.
If you're gonna vet it right. Because all this, giving the option to do this, giving the option to do that, well, it's a loophole to this, and I'm sorry, that Constitution needs to be tweaked.
Yeah, and stop letting these House of Representatives stay in there for 25 and 30 years.
Thank you.
Stop
Hello. That's
In
ridiculous.
that.
That is downright ridiculous.
It's too long. It's way too long.
I think the limit for that should only be 10 years. The longest.
I was thinking 5. At least
Yeah, I feel like
get
5.
Hey, I'm cool with the 5. I was being generous with the 10. But I'm just saying, no longer than that. I mean, come on now.
And
This is crazy.
the pay that they're getting, $250,000, that's too much too. Because so most of them are not even doing their jobs. So why should you get paid that amount of money? I think that you should get raises just like anybody else, probably up to that amount, and they should cap at maybe that amount or less. It should cap at that. Stop letting these people make all this damn money off of our tax
And you got
dollars,
us down
and
here
then you
scrapping
state that
for
America,
peanuts.
right?
Are
And
you
then you state
serious?
that America is broke. Of course, America is broke. You got 200 something damn people in the damn office
That's way too much.
doing nothing
Nothing.
for the people.
Nothing.
Except for ripping us the fuck off and keeping us more poor and in
Oh,
worse
well,
conditions.
they
than
doing
we are.
something for their wealthy friends. They doing something for them. But for us down below, no. But us below are the ones that's paying your shit. So I'm sorry, but tired of that. It's time to regroup and reform because this shit is old and it needs to go.
Yeah.
Some revamping needs to be done.
Yes.
Really.
Yes.
Really. Because if we the people are fed up, you don't have enough military to stop we the people. let's get that understood. Y'all better pay attention and notice who you pissing off. That's what you need to be paying attention to. Notice who you're pissing off.
First off, to piggyback off of what you're saying, remember, this is a term that was brought up a long time ago. The pen is mightier than the sword.
That's right.
If the pen is mightier than the sword, and you know it is, and knowledge is power, what the hell do you think we're going to do with our pens?
But that's what I'm saying. They better.
Damn sure not going to vote for you.
You better get it done. No, nobody has time. But people getting tired. And for this to keep on lingering and going on, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Y'all just, you getting paid to sit on your ass and do nothing. I don't see nothing worthwhile being good as far as poor people, working class people benefit. Everything got to be a fight for them. And that shouldn't be that way. That should not be like that at all.
No. Nobody should have to consistently fight for something.
No, everybody not asking to be rich, but nobody damn sure don't want to be poor either.
First off, it's not even fair that you taking this money out of our checks in the first place, and then it's not automatically given to us when we retire.
Yeah,
that's not fair.
That part.
That's not fair already.
Yeah.
Then you got a bunch of people that you are paying with our tax dollars that you've taken up out of our paychecks that do not, under any circumstances, even deserve to get that free money, and that's another problem. Then you got situations where you got government officials that are taking from our tax dollars, and they too, I don't give a damn who you are, you don't deserve it either. So, all these people taking away from our tax dollars and we're not benefiting from it. There's something in this whole entire world, I don't give a fuck what country you in, what city, state, I don't give a fuck if you live under the ground. This whole system needs to be restructured because you all got your I's crossed and your T's dotted, and you know that's fucked up. You gotta get it right.
They don't.
And the people need to force this to get right, because if we're not forcing none of this stuff to get right, and you just constantly accepting the
well,
bullshit,
well, you gotta
then
look at it. That's why
it's gonna keep happening.
That's why they want people to stay divided. Because if the people are all on the same page, they always know what's gonna happen. So yeah, what's the best way? Divide and conquer. That exists for a reason. As long as they keep it divided, as long as they let you keep thinking it's all about racism. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that doesn't exist because, oh, hell yeah, it does. But that's really not the big major problem.
That's not the deciding factor.
That's not it. So, for all of y'all with eyes, ears, and intelligence, pay attention.
The platform for our
Look at what
future
you're doing.
needs to be reconstructed, and we, the people, need to enforce that it gets done.
Yes.
That's it
That's
in
it.
a
That's
nutshell.
it. Yeah. It's sad, but it's sad that people aren't really seeing it. Well, or should I say not enough people are really seeing what's really, really, really in the forefront. You have these little distractions to keep you distracted from what's really, really happening. Stop for a second. Breathe. Think about all the scenarios that have been taking place these past few years, and even back some years. Think about it. It's the rewind. Hit the rewind button. Some way, shape, or form, it all comes to be the same.
You got
First,
the
it
people.
was
You got the leader.
it was the Mexicans.
Yeah.
Then it was the black people. Then it went into the police. Now it's coming, keeps coming back around. And it's
people.
you know, then it was the Muslims, and it's keep you distracted from what's really taking place. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist at all. I don't even believe in conspiracy theories. I believe in what I know to be true.
Facts.
Exactly.
That's
so the fact is, they keep us distracted by causing the great divide.
And
In order to
religion is
keep-
playing a part in that.
Oh, hell yes. All day long. That's really the root of all evil if you really want to be true. But, just you don't have to believe what I'm saying. When you in your me time, your quiet time, think about it. Think about all that keeps playing out. It's the same shit, but different. Same, but different. I know that may seem kind of crazy, but the hell, this is crazy.
Yeah, think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it though.
Same, but different.
You got a bunch of you got a bunch of people who step up and proclaim to be leaders. But these same people are the same people who manipulate you, get you to follow them, manipulate you into doing things that have nothing to do with the benefit of you, but all about the benefit of them. Take, for example, your politicians. They promise a whole bunch of things to get you to vote for them and get them elected. And what, maybe 0.5% of anything that they've ever said the entire election gets done. All the rest of the stuff gets swept up under the rug or just flying away with the birds when they fly south. Then that's been happening in the past, but it's also still happening now. Then you get all these people that sit in their offices, like you don't even hear nothing about them. Like take for example, the statement that Donald Trump stated that Joe Biden said, allegedly said a long time ago.
What was it? Super predator?
Yeah, calling the people of color, the people of melanin, the superhumans or super
predators.
Yeah, super predators. When, think about this, how many of you knew anything about Joe Biden during the time when that word even came out? For those of you who remember when this came out, How many of you knew anything about Joe Biden? I didn't. I knew nothing about Joe Biden during that time.
Well, okay, look, that's a lot. Seems to be what a lot of people have issue with, because they're like, oh, well, he's been in office for 47 years. He's been a politician for 47 years, whatever. I don't give a damn. He's not the only one. Your point to that. What I'm saying is, y'all make it seem like, and I don't mean y'all for people who are watching, because I don't know how you feel, but from let me rephrase that. I've been seeing, or should I say hearing, people in general say, you know, he's been in office for 47 years, what has he done? In fact, this one black dude was telling this other black dude who said he wasn't going to vote for Trump, he was going to vote for Biden because he feels Biden is going to do a better job than Trump. The black dude apparently is for Trump. Mm-hmm. He's saying, well, Joe Biden's been out for 47 years, what has he done? Blah, 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 blah. So the man is like, I'm pretty sure he's accomplished quite a bit. All I know is I think he'll do a better job than Trump.
Right.
So my thing is, we have how many senators? Like what? 65, 70, something like that? I forget the amounts. It's been a long time since we
Don't ask me to school.
went over there. They don't teach that y'all at school. But no more.
The school.
Anyway, it's not just one senator who gets to pass what they want. If it was only that easy,
100.
100 senators.
2 for each state.
Okay, so the only way you know what Joe Biden done when he was a senator is to find out what state he was a senator in and ask them what did he do. He wasn't the senator for the whole United States. He was the senator for whatever state he was a senator of.
And that's it.
Ask what he did for them. I'm pretty sure they could tell you. Why people keep on saying that.
Yeah.
Ask that state that he was the senator for. Ask them, what did he do for you all?
And see, this goes,
Apparently he must have done something because they loved him there.
right. And this goes back to the point that I was making. When I say you got all these leaders that make promises and don't follow through with those promises, then you got other people who blame other people for stuff that had nothing to do with them.
They're
I
right.
was saying in the first place about how the cycle is consistently repeating itself. All these things are constantly happening. You got the racism,
this is
you
why they
got
took
the
that out of
religious
school.
wars, you
It's
got
like-
some of everything consistently happening over
To
and
keep
over and
you
over
distracted
again.
from
Keeping
what's
you distracted
really
from what
happening.
you really need to
Really,
be focused on.
Yes. And this is why they took the Constitution and civics class out of school. If you don't know it, you have nothing to,
Yeah, you can't
you
even fight.
you don't know if anything is happening
So-
or if anything is wrong.
Right.
But unfortunately, Gen X remembers,
Yes.
and we can find it, point it out to us.
Mhm.
That ain't right. Hey, hold on 1 second. Wait a minute. You
Yeah,
know,
we passed it down to our children.
That's right. That's right. So stop saying because he's been in office for 47 years. I don't care. I do not care.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure-
he's been in office for 3.5 years and still haven't done any damn thing. What difference does it make how long you've been there?
Oh, well-
If nothing is nothing. If you haven't done any damn thing the time that you've been there, how can you complain about somebody else doing nothing the time that they've been here?
But my thing, but see, that's what I'm saying. What his thing, it's not him that's just making a statement. You have other people that's also saying this, which, like I said, they're not using common sense. If you do your homework, find out what state he was the senator for, and find out what he did for that state. And if he didn't do anything, then you can say, oh, well, he was in office for 47 years and he didn't do anything. But if he did for his state, shut up. Find something else that you can, go fuck off about him not doing whatever. And as far as policies are concerned, there is never going to be a politician who is going to appease everyone.
No.
That is just not going to
That's
happen.
just like you going to work on your job and you following every single policy and procedure that your job has. You are damn
You are
lying.
never,
You say that you do
not
that.
gonna happen. Get out of that fucking delusion because it's never gonna happen. Is his policies great? For some people, they think it is. Other people, they don't agree. What you do is you pick the lesser of the two evils. That's how that works.
Exactly.
Come on, don't you all know this by now?
They do.
There's never going to be a perfect candidate. Never. Stop thinking it is. Because it's not going to happen. Every fucking 4 years, that delusional bubble pops up.
Mm-hmm.
Where people think that they got the great, like Jesus don't came down again. Like, really? It's like, stop being fucking stupid.
Yeah, because
That's just dumb to even think that.
Naive to what's really going on versus you sitting there voicing your opinion.
Right.
Because your opinion technically means nothing. What means something is the action that's being set forth and the action that's being taken.
Yes.
In order
Get
to
some
make things
facts
actually
for God's
happen.
sake.
That's
It's
what
ridiculous. I mean, how many times does it have to be shown? Politicians are salesmen. Salesmen and women. I was talking women. They're salesmen and women. That's what they are. They sell you a line of goods, tell you these promises, but when they get in that office, like I think President Obama said it best, you don't really know what this job entails until you sit down at that desk.
Yeah.
That's when you really get to know what it's
Yeah.
like. Because, yeah, you can have your mind, oh, it'd be great to be president because I get to tell people what to do. Everybody got to listen to me, do what I say, yada, yada, yada.
And then you realize that there's 3 executive branches that you ask what to do.
Exactly. And let you know if you have a good idea or not.
Right.
Yeah.
So it still has, the buck still has to pass through somewhere.
You're like Sideshow Bob.
Right.
That's what.
Right.
Sideshow Bob.
You the damn comedian.
You're the frontman. That's it.
That's all you
You're
are.
frontman. That's all.
Well, like Lex said yesterday, you at the bottom of the comments.
Exactly. I mean, come on, people. I know the rest of you Generation X and you baby boomers back then. Y'all have to know this stuff.
Real.
And you should have shared it with your children, your grandchildren, and so forth and so
Definitely.
forth. Because,
Don't leave them in the dark.
right,
It's
it's ridiculous. And again, like I say, for those who lack a certain, knowledge, you don't have to believe me. Look it up.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
seriously. But a little common sense goes a long way.
It really
And
does.
everybody would get out of their fucking feelings if they really come to grips with how this whole thing works.
Yes, please do. So in conclusion, what really needs to happen is, I don't want you to believe anything that I say.
Right.
I don't want you to believe not 1 ounce of it. What I want you to do is go do your fucking homework.
Yes.
And find out what's really going on in the world.
Yes.
Before you make a confirmed decision as to what you're going to do as a human being in this world.
Mm-hmm.
That's what really needs to happen.
And stop going off for the popular thing. With everybody, or stop jumping on those bandwagons. Kick them motherfuckers over. Get your own ride.
Yes.
Learn your own shit. Or get a group together. And y'all can have these little discussions and whatnot. And, maybe they learn something that you might not have came by. And you swapping, the knowledge of what you've come together, and make sure just because it meets your narrative in your head doesn't make it truth. Let's get that understood. That's not how that goes.
Exactly. Just because somebody knows how to articulate words and make those words make any type of sense to you,
don't mean that it is.
It does not mean that they're telling you the truth.
That's right.
I don't give a damn who it is.
That's right.
I don't give a damn if it's your parents. I don't give a damn if it's that voice in your fucking head telling you, hey, this makes a lot of sense. Let's do it. It doesn't mean that it's a fact. Get the facts only. Stop worrying about everything else. Get the facts.
That's right.
Once you get the facts, stick to the facts.
And keep on getting facts. More and more.
Get some
Every
more.
time you hear somebody come up with something, let me check that out and find
Be
out.
hungry for the facts.
Oh, yes.
Do
Yes.
what
So act like
Twitter
a
said
star.
they was going to do to Donald Trump. Fact check everything.
Ooh, something that he really hates. he hates that with passion. I think he hates that more than he do black folks. But anyway, thank you guys for joining us this Sunday, laid back Sunday, Monday. Be sure to join us next Saturday. Our discussion will be hell, who the hell knows? But no, seriously, we have to brainstorm. And we will definitely put that on our webpage.
Yeah, we'll be posting that up for you.
Again, if you guys have a topic that you would like for us to discuss, as well as you join in with us live, please feel free to put it on the page.
Yes.
We'll be more than happy
Yes.
to do that.
And for those of you who are referencing our show, please, by all means, make sure that you direct our people who missed the show to our YouTube channel,
yes.
Perspectives Show on YouTube.
Yes.
They can go there, they can catch this segment and all of the previous ones as well.
Yes. So thank you guys again. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Sit back, have a glass of wine, and chillax.
Peace.
Okay.